shares of Cassava Sciences took a tumble this past week following publications of a City University of New York report accusing a Cassava collaborator by the name of Hoau-Yan Wang of scientific misconduct. Let's get into this article. So the stock took a hit after the market closed following the publication of a Science article that released the details of the misconduct. The report accused Cassava collaborator and CUNY facility member Hoau-Yan Wang of scientific misconduct, including image manipulation. According to the report, SUNY's investigative committee found numerous signs of image manipulation, such as in a paper published in the Journal of Neuroscience in 2012. The investigative committee also believes that Lindsay Burns, Cassava's senior vice president of neuroscience, is preliminary and partially responsible for some of the possible misconduct. To get into the details of the report, let's look at this video before we look at the level that must hold on the monthly chart.
And some scientific misconduct. Fill us in.
Yes, Carolina. Cassava is how I've been saying it, but I'm not entirely sure. But what I do know is this is a pretty massive piece of news here that's weighing on shares. Also seeing some massive volume if you look at historical levels. So definitely sparking some interest today following this publication that Science reported back on Thursday that an investigation was accusing a neuroscientist who often collaborated with Cassava Sciences of long-standing and egregious misconduct in his data. They reported that an investigation by the City University of New York accused the neuroscientist of this misconduct across 20 of his research papers, saying that many of those papers provided key support for an experimental Alzheimer's drug that Cassava has been working on. So obviously not exactly the news that you want to hear. The investigation did launch following allegations that this scientist falsified some of the blood data that's used in the research that's up for question. But Cassava did respond in a statement today and said the alleged misconduct was related to only record-keeping issues at the university, and the report makes no findings of any manipulations. They're still defending their research. The company tried to link the matter back to a short-selling campaign that began about 2 years ago that the City University of New York turned down for requests for information. Cassava also did say that they have not been contacted by the City University of New York. So they were basically saying they weren't even given the chance to defend themselves before this was made public. But obviously some pretty steep selling today. And mind you, this is one of the original meme stocks. Oftentimes we see AMC, GameStop, they get all the credit, but this name often does trade with relatively high short interest. So we see shares about the percent of their float that is sold short is around 35%. Mind you, AMC's is around 20, GameStop's is around 21. So that just goes to show the heightened short interest we're seeing in these shares. This name's now down around 50% this year, and with today's massive move to the downside, it's down about 21% for the week.
Jenny, I have to tell you, I was Googling the name to see if I could get a pronouncer and searched videos. First one that comes up, Alex Coffey talking to George Sillis about it, and they're calling it Cassava as well. I guess I was just thinking they can't be the same name as the chips, but apparently not.
I knew I must have heard it somewhere. That makes sense.
Jenny Horn.
All right, so as you can see, price shot down on the daily chart. However, it did close higher, and there's more than likely a reason for that. You have the short-term level serving as resistance now, which was a short-term double bottom. However, the level that must hold if price is going to find support and a floor is $12. Why? Look at this massive monthly support, resistance, support line. That's what price bounced off of the other day before moving higher to close at $14.86. So is it a buying opportunity on a leak report that's false? Only time will tell. Here was that candle on Friday where price gapped down to roughly 12.50 before closing at 14.86. This is a stock that I would not touch with a 30-foot pole. It's just not worth the potential, or if any, reward and a whole lot of risk. But price may have found a bottom at the $12 level. We'll have to find out if this level holds in the subsequent weeks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.